Okay, so I have an addendum to add to the last part of my video. It's gonna make it longer, but whatever. I decided to open her. It took me a lot longer than I was expecting it to, but I wanted you guys to see her, so not to show off her ankles or anything, but her legs are clear like Spectra's. I think that's so cool. But the gargoyle girl, I have completely free. She's like sitting on her stand, but she doesn't have the wires or anything on her anymore. But for right now, I'm keeping her the way she is, because I think I might add her to my Halloween altar whenever I do that. Anyway, bye-bye. I love you, and I'll see you later. Hello everyone, Mousley here. I'm back with a different kind of video today. We're gonna be unboxing pretty much the rest of my Monster High collection. I'm trying to clean my room. I know it doesn't look like it, so I'm not going to turn you around, but it's going to be a twister before it gets better. So everything's pretty much in a mess, in disarray, but I have a plan. So below you is a tub. I had an extra one from last year when I was moving some of my Beanie Babies, which I thought about moving the rest of them to the attic, but these are the ones I want to keep. And I did try to situate some of my dolls up there, and they are too big for that gap. So for now, my Beanie Babies are staying up top and my dolls will be everywhere else. But anyway, last night I stayed up till like 1 a.m, as you can tell, because I was trying to clean my room and it just felt weird over there. And so I started pulling out a bunch of stuff and I was messing around with the dolls, and I was like, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time to open them. It's been bothering me. I've wanted to open them since I got them. But the only reason why I didn't was since I started this YouTube channel, I wanted to film it. So that's what we're going to do today. Who should we start with first? Because I would keep yapping. Actually, before we get all to that, if you notice right here, this is the packaging for one of the Off-White dolls. The other one that I got is in here. I didn't care about the Frankenstein monster, and I didn't care about the orange-black hairdo. I got the gargoyle dragon girl and the one with the extra face. I don't remember. But I've not unboxed her. But last night, I took the dragon girl out of this box, and I took the plastic off of the tier, what looks like to be a museum gallery, because that's what they were going for. And you can see my setup in a moment, but actually, you know what? Come on. Let's get up. I'm currently using a blanket as a pillow because all of my other pillows are in the whoosh. So, can you see at all? I don't know, but I'm not going to turn my lamp on because there's a lot of dust currently and my allergies are haywire. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I have her little stand here, so she's up here. She'll be above the rest, but I've got a little stand for my other dolls that are secondhand, and that's where they're going to stay for the moment until I can figure out how to style them. And also, I'm going to get my partner, Jaden, to 3D print some more stands because he found an STL file a little while ago, actually, that someone made so that you can print out your own stands for your dolls. The G1 dolls. I don't know. They probably have them for the G2. Not G2. G3. But that's neither here nor there. It's 3 minutes in. Almost 4. Let's get on to this. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause the video because I'm about to sneeze. Like I said, my allergies have been haywire. A lot of people I know, their allergies have been haywire. I don't have regular tissues. Toilet paper is what it's gonna be. So If you see that at any point in the video, no you didn't. This is a threat. No, I'm kidding. Alright. What should we start with first? We have my Nightmare Before Christmas dolls. The Squid Game doll. We have the Dia de los Muertos. I probably butchered that and I'm sorry. This is the first doll that they did. I have her. Actually, I might unbox her first because I've wanted to add her, probably not to my, like, altar per se, but I did want to incorporate her in my practice. That is something that I actually do. The dolls that I have, I incorporate them into my practice because one, I think they're pretty, and two, they do pretty good. Actually, no, I'm not getting up to get her, but I have, 2 G3 Cleos that I mainly use. I have one who I use to represent the sun, and another one that I use to represent rain. And funny story about that, it was raining really hard one day, and I didn't want to drive to work in the rain. I switched the dolls out, and I put my sun doll up instead of the rain doll, and it actually stopped raining. That freaked me out, because I was not expecting that. Anyway, let's get on to the unboxing. So, I don't know how to, like, speed up a video. I'm trying to research that, but I have very limited editing skills, and also, I have very limited access to editing, material. I guess apps, you could say. Because my phone, so I have the S24 Ultra, and it comes with, an editing software, Studio. So, I'm gonna try to figure that out, but if I can't, it's probably gonna be choppy. But anyway, this is she, out the box. This is her first time experiencing air since she was boxed. Okay, let's see. I need to be careful. I don't want to cut her hair. Sorry that I'm not going to get this in the video. I don't know how to get you, like, super close without you being in my way. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with the top of my head for a minute while I unbox her. As you can tell, I am an amateur. I am not a professional YouTuber. Maybe one day, but actually no. I don't want to be a professional, per se. I want to be, somebody who just goes, you know? I want you to trust that I am a real person because of our world and all the crazy AI shit. Actually, that's the reason why I didn't get the Emily doll, the Corpse Bride doll, because of the AI fucking shit on it. And yes, I'm bitter about it. Actually, I have another video that I'm going to make at some point, talking about my experiences with AI, because there's a deeper conversation that needs to be had about its usage and how, I mean, there's a lot of people that already made those conversations, but in the realm of things such as character AI, there's a conversation that needs to be had, and that I don't think people want to have. But I might be the one to have that uncomfortable conversation because, I feel strongly about it. Because I was affected by it. But we're not talking about that right now. That's just a sneak peek of my mind, and also what could happen later. Also, if you're hearing screaming in the background, that is my cat. And he is currently wanting to go outside to go see his little feral girlfriend who doesn't want anything to do with him. Bast definitely does not want anything to do with him. Okay, this Miss Scalita, I love you so much. Can you please come out of the box? Please? Oh my god, I don't want to damage you. Her head is like stuck right here, and I'm trying to pull it out carefully. Come on. Come on. Come on. Damn. Huh. Okay. And she is free. I will have to, I'll have to pull that out of her hair later. I actually do have a plan for her. Like I said, I'm going to put her up, but, I kind of want to do something to her dress. Not anything drastic, because I don't know how to, sew. One day I will learn, but right now, that's not gonna be the day. Let's, put her in a little pose. Yeah. So this is Scalita. This is from the 2023, line. Oh, she did come with a stand. Alright. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's on the back right here. And we have the certificate of authenticity as well. All of mine have their certificates, I believe. Even the ones that I've bought secondhand. Which ones did I buy secondhand? I bought the creature from the Black Lagoon and the, these guys secondhand. Funny story about that. I didn't know they were Monster High. I got the email about the dolls, and I don't know what was wrong with my brain, but I literally, for some reason, I saw the dolls, and I was like, is this like a different brand of dolls? Because I know that Mattel's done like Disney stuff before. So I was like, man, I mean, I guess they're cool looking, but it's not Monster High. And then come to find out it was Monster High. And I was like, damn. So I bought it secondhand. Let's get the little stand in here. Ah. And there we go. She sits. Miss Scalita, I am so sorry that I have to look up your skirt, but if I don't, I will not know how to do this. Okay. And so, there she is on her little stand. For the world to see. I'm gonna clean her up later. But, anyway, so the idea is, the reason why I brought up the top. See, I don't want to get rid of the packaging. One, because I have anxiety about a lot of waste. And I know, ironic, because I buy these dolls. I only buy the ones that I really, really want. But, I plan on, at some point cutting the stuff, the cardboard, and using it to, like, make scrapbook stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, deconstruct the boxes. Because, I mean, I'm not gonna have the boxes on display. The whole point of taking them out of the box is so they're out of the box. I'm going to keep the boxes, though. Like I said, actually, I have in my junk journal, I have this giant sketchbook that I bought from Hobby Lobby with the sole intent of using it for, like, large pieces. So I take the information that I want from the backs and the pictures and stuff, and I just glue them and I make collages out of them. So that's an idea that you can do if you want your dolls out of the box, but you don't want to throw the trash away. Because I do that with some of the G3s too. Is I'll cut out like their artwork and stuff, and then anyway. I don't know if I want to film myself cutting out all of these, because again, I don't really know how to edit that. So perhaps you might see a bit of a jump cut of me just like when I free them from the box. Let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe one day we could get a full unboxing thing, because I still have some others. But that day's not going to be today. Also with my allergies. So if it jump cuts and you're just going to see me freeing them, that's the whole spiel. I mean, you know what's going to happen. I'm just going to tear open the box. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I have Jack and Sally here. And we're gonna free them from their eternal plastic prison. What the hell? Anyway. But yeah, I think I'll make that video soon. Because the topic is really important to me. Especially after that kid took his life because of character AI. See, at that time in my life when I found out about it, I was like, wow, his parents really failed him. But then I realized, like, a lot of people, including myself, were in, and have been, in a position of addiction so much that you just completely lose sight of reality. And, yeah, I just want to have a think piece on it. Because I don't see anyone really talking about it in the way that I experienced it. So, let's do that. Jack has so, like, he's got, like, here, and then down here, and also on his bow tie, he's got a little thing. I'm trying to see where he's trapped and where he's not trapped. Mr. Jack Skellington, where are you trapped, darling? Okay, you're free. Okay, I'm not gonna cut that one. Good thing I didn't, because that keeps his bow in place. And I do not want to do that. I do not want to get rid of it. He is really thin. Like, if you guys can see, like, bro is thin. I think... Are you the same? I think he might actually be just a little bit thinner than Skeleta. Interesting. Anyway. Oh, his feet are articulated. He has articulation in his feet. And his stand... I'll have to get out in a second. Let's free Miss Sally. Miss Sally! When I actually took a closer look at the pictures, you know, after they had already been sold and stuff, I was like, damn, she looks so good. Because she was honestly my selling point. I mean, I really like Jack. Actually, I think that his face is kind of creepy in a good way. But when I saw Sally, I was like, man, she fits real good in the Monster High style. And so I was like, man, am I going to spend my paycheck on her? Yes. Because at that time, I was working somewhere else. And I only worked like 3 hours in the evening. So my paycheck was not very good whenever I got paid. So I saved up. With all of these dolls, I saved up. I heard about it in advance, or I went looking online, and I made sure I had my money in place. And I know that they're expensive, especially some of these newer ones, but there's specific ones that I'm willing to pay the money for. The Hocus Pocus sisters, I wanted at first when I heard about them, but then when I saw them, like their pictures, I was like, no, I'm not really interested in that. Like some people on Reddit said, I think that they would have done really better if they kind of kept their clothes not as highlighty as they did. What are you stuck on? Ugh. Okay. How many more things have you trapped? Oh no. Alright, y'all. Technical difficulties. Let me put the scissors down. Don't open boxes and hold scissors. Do what I say, not as I do. Alright. What's holding you trapped? Let's move your purse out of the way first. Her purse is so cute. It's like a giant spool of thread. Have any of you read the book for Sally? I haven't. I wanted to. But I've just not had the time to go out and buy it. But this is her purse. Does it open? It does not open. I thought, it's got hinges. Most certainly it should open. No, I'm not gonna break it. I'm not gonna break it. Alright. Sally's gonna be a bit of a pain, y'all. I'm gonna be like Skeleta. I have to pull her head. I don't have the grip strength in my hand like I used to. Oh, God. There you go. Okay. Just like Miss Skeleta, I'll have to pull these little things out, but I'll have to find some pliers or something. So this is Miss Sally. Why do you have tape? She's got tape on her hands, on her arms. See? Interesting. Oh, perhaps to keep her in place. Okay, I'll take that off in a little bit. Primarily, I want to get their stands unboxed. And once again, stands back here, we got the certificate of authenticity. Honestly, I want to do a collage where I just glue, or well, have the certificates in like a item frame or something, but I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm going to just glue them with their box art. Like I said, I like to make collages. Another neat thing that you can do with the trash of your boxes. Give me a moment. Jack's stand does not want to cooperate with me. Hello. What the hell? What's happening? Okay, we got it. But anyway, so for example, I already unboxed, well, I haven't cut her out yet, but the squid girl. But anyway, the clear plastic, I actually, well, I don't have them close by to me. I've actually been using this to cut shapes and stuff out of, and then I'll take, like, paint and paint them, and you can make sun catchers out of it if you want, or, the paint that I use gouache paint. The sun does not transfer through it very well. I didn't think about that, so I'm just gonna tape them into my journal. But if you want to make, like, fun stuff out of that, like, for instance, I made a swan, I made a wolf shape, I made a moon, like, doing stuff like that, and then you can just, give it to people you like. That's another way to, not be so wasteful. I know in and of itself, buying these is wasteful. You don't have to preach to me, I know. But they make me happy, and I like to play with them. Because when I was younger, I only had one Monster High doll. I wasn't allowed to get any of the others. And now that I have adult money, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And are you gonna give me trouble again? Or this time? Please? Please? What the hell? What is your problem? What am I doing wrong? Okay, we got it. So now we've got Miss Sally and Mr. Jack. Come on. Come on, Sal. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So I'll have to take that tape off, but here she is on her stand. And then we've got Mr. Jack. And his stand is huge. Like, brother is tall. I'm glad that they kept his height. Hello. Maybe we should try it like this. His clothes is catching, and it's making it hard to put him on a stand. Do you only fit sideways? Jack. Jack, 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 Jack. Okay, stop mooning me, first of all. His pants have a little split in them. It's not a tear. It's just the outfit. But he's just mooning me. Do you only fit sideways? Perhaps I'm stupid. That could also be an explanation. No, I think he only fits sideways. Huh. Maybe I will need to do some investigations, but for right now, I can only keep him like this. He's just sideways. Alright. So that's 3 down. I'm already at 24 minutes, almost at 25. Should we perhaps split the video up? Or... Nah, I guess I'll just cut them out and then just put them all on display for you. Love you, I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. I have unboxed Miss Young Hee. And I hope that's how you say it. I don't know. I didn't watch Squid Games. I just thought she was cute. So she's got like, almost like Rebecca and, oh my god, what's the other girl's name? I had her doll and I had to throw it away because, my cat's peed on her. Blech. Anyway, the silver doll. Anyway, so she has, kind of robotic eyes. You can see that. I turned her head around so that she's facing forward, but this is Miss Young Hee. I actually love that they have her on a fuller body type. Kind of like a G3, don't fall, Miss Girl. A G3 Draculaura kind of body type. I noticed that with some of their Skelectors. I didn't get the Fang Vo, what's her name? Catty Noir. I didn't get that one, but because I couldn't afford it at the time. But I think it's so cool that they're actually using the G3 body types more. I love that they have different body types. Because Miss Draculaura, she has a body type like me, and I actually cried when I unboxed her for the first time. Because Draculaura has always been my favorite, and the fact that she's witch, like me, and she has my body type, it just made me cry. Anyway, so this is she, on her little stand. That's 4 that we have right now. And we've got a few more. So let's hop to it. Okay, so I have finally unboxed the creature from the Black Lagoon. She was a bit of a struggle. But she's actually the one that I am most interested in telling you about. Because I've actually... Come on. Ooh, she's real stiff. I do not want to break her. But she is the one that I wanted, like, one of the ones that I wanted the most out of my collection. Because I've actually been where this was filmed. So, I don't know the actual year of the movie. So don't quote me on it. But I believe that the movie was made in the 1930s. Don't quote me on it again. But anyway, it was filmed at Ocala. Is that a national park? Or it could be a state park. I think it's a state park. But it's in Florida. And it's an area that's like a swamp, but it doesn't have murky water. It has clear blue water. I've been there. We went in 2022 when my cousin was getting married, and we had a day to ourselves, and so my family went on a trip there, and they have these like boats that have been operating since the 60s actually, that have glass bottoms so that you can see down in there. And they have from a different movie, they have some statues of the big 3 in Greek mythology. So they have a statue of Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades at the bottom of the lake, kind of near where you first board onto the boat. But it was so cool. But because of that personal connection, when she came out, I was like, I have to get her, because our tour guide, he actually took us to the spot, and he said right here is where they filmed The Creature of the Black Lagoon, and we were like, wait, that's so cool. So I saw her, and had to get her. Now this is her stand. Her stand is the most interesting out of all of them. So let's use Miss Young Hay over here. So their stands look like traditional ones. Jack and Sally's have the traditional ones that hold their back. And then Miss Scalita and Miss Young here, they have little seats. She has the I'm gonna call her Ocala, because I don't think she has an actual name besides Creature of the Black Lagoon, but for sake of brevity, Ocala. But her stand is actually really interesting. So she has all of this detail, and she has a little seaweed. Now I don't know what the plant is actually called, but this was everywhere. Everywhere. It was brushing up against the bottom of the boat. It was brushing up against the glass, and you could see all of these fish swimming within it. And then it just broke away into like this clear, like you could just see all the way down to the bottom. And at one point, actually close to where the filming had happened for the movie, he pointed out, you see that log down there, and it wasn't, well, it was technically a log, but not. It was a 30,000-year-old canoe. And that's awesome. I was so excited. My family wasn't. They didn't really care about the history, but I did. And so that's why I got her. Let's figure out how to make her sit on this, though. Because this does not look very comfortable. And I don't know how to get her to sit on it. What do? Does it go like this? How does this work? How does this work? Is it for your leg? Is it for your leg? Is there any, like, information on the box? No? Oh no! One second. Let's see. There is no pictures on the box. Not really. Well, I guess we're gonna figure this out ourselves, aren't we? It popped out. No. Okay, so truth be told, I don't really know how to set her on here. She also has those object heels. I think that they're cool when done right. Some of them I don't like, but others I think are pretty cool. How do I make you sit on this? You're gonna give me difficulties, aren't you? Oh yeah. Yeah. You're gonna give me difficulties. I genuinely don't know how to do this. Y'all, am I dumb? The answer is yes. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that, because I do not know how shoddy works. But this is Ocala. I love her so much. I might need to clean her hair later. It's kind of nasty, but on to the next ones. Okay, so the last one we're unboxing, I think I'm gonna unbox this one off camera because I don't want to deal with that. But, this is Miss Annabelle. Where'd your stand go? And, yeah, she's the last one. Then I'm gonna figure out how to put them all up here in my little china cabinet and put them all on display. I actually think with Annabelle, I think I'm going to change her design a little bit. I don't know. I might take her hair down and make her more like Babette from Raggedy Ann and Andy. Specifically the one where she's like the pirate queen or whatever. It's been a hot minute since I've seen that, so forgive me if I'm misremembering. Can you please work? Thank you. But I kind of love that her purse is a little chair. But yeah, that's all of my collection so far. I don't think I'm gonna put anybody else, well, unbox anybody else right now. I actually honestly might just put this one on hold, because I need to break down all these boxes. So again, to reiterate, what I'm gonna do is, with all these boxes, I'm gonna break them down. So I'm gonna break them down like this, because I do like the little excerpts and the Monster High label and everything like that, and I'm building collages for like specific pages of that sketchbook for them. And maybe one day when I get the chance, I'll be able to show you everything. But for example, so the boxes that are like this, I'm gonna try to very carefully like push them down, but that may require me to tear some of the seams in the cardboard, and I'm kind of worried about that. Anyway, so what's your favorite Skeletor dolls so far, and what are you hoping to get next? Because I tell you what I'm hoping to get. I'm hoping to get the alien doll. And the Frankenstein with the Mattel, with the Barbie. I think that she eats in that bathing suit. And the fact that she has the dress too. Sign me up. I don't care. I think she looks good. So, anyway, that's gonna be all for today. And I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day, a better tomorrow, and I'll see you later. Bye, pumpkins! Okay, so I have an addendum to add to the last part of my video. It's gonna make it longer, but whatever. I decided to open her. It took me a lot longer than I was expecting it to, but I wanted you guys to see her, so not to show off her ankles or anything, but her legs are clear like Spectra's. I think that's so cool. But the gargoyle girl I have completely free. She's like sitting on her stand, but she doesn't have the wires or anything on her anymore. But for right now, I'm keeping her the way she is, because I think I might add her to my Halloween altar whenever I do that. Anyway, bye-bye. I love you, and I'll see you later.